Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. In this one we will discuss a very important topic, which is the order of precedence for arithmetic calculations, relational operators, and logical operators. So let's actually get started here. We will list the order of precedence. So order of precedence, and then we will take a couple of exercises to make sure that we understand this order very well. So the first thing is all arithmetic comes first. And remember, in a previous video, we discussed the details of the priority or the order of precedence in arithmetic. And if you remember, parentheses first, exponentiation, and then the negative sign, and then the multiplication division from left to right, and then addition subtraction from left to right. So all these, they come together as the top priority. And then the second priority goes to relational. So relational operators, and this actually goes from left to right. So remember, what are the relational operators? The checking equality, checking not equal, greater than or equal, less than or equal. And then the third priority is for the tildes. Remember, tilde is the not operator, so this is a logical operator. And number 4 is for the ampersand and the double ampersand, and this goes from left to right. And finally, the last thing is the OR operator, either the single pipe or the double pipe, and this goes also from left to right. So this actually lists all the possible operators that we learned so far and their hierarchy. And it turns out that arithmetic has the top priority, relational operators comes next, tildes, and then OR. To make sure that we understand this, let's take an exercise, and that will appear on the next page here. Suppose we have these values for A, B, and C, and D. A is 2, B is 3, C 10, and D is 0. We would like to explain the order of the calculations and then find out the final answer. So let's start with the first one. In the first one, because we have mixed arithmetic relational, the arithmetic goes first. So in a sense, we need to calculate A times B raised to power 2. But we really need to think about this. There is something here. The priority goes for the exponentiation. So that means I will calculate 3 raised to power 2 times 2. And that gives us 18, right? Also, we have A times C. So we are solving number 1 here. A times C, that's actually 20. And the conclusion is 18 greater than 20, and the answer is obviously false. We can really test this quickly on MATLAB just to make sure that we calculated this correctly. So C is 10, B is 0, and then I'm trying to calculate A times B raised to power 2 and ask whether this is greater than C. A times C, and the answer is, as you see, is false. So let's try to do the second calculation. In the second expression, we have relational and OR, and if you remember, relational has higher priority, which means I need to evaluate B greater than A, and that's basically evaluating 3 greater than 2, and that's actually true. Similarly, the value of D is 0. And then the question is 0 or true. And remember, in MATLAB, 0 means false. So this basically is false or true. And that makes the final answer is true, right? So false or true, the final answer is true. Let's also check this together. I'm trying to calculate B or B, and then greater than A. So the answer is true as we calculated. Finally, the last question is, it's the same question, but we actually changed the priority. Using the parentheses, we will calculate D or B first. So let's actually do this. D is 0 or B. B is 3. And remember again, 0 in MATLAB is false. 3, any number that's non-zero is going to be true. And this will lead to true, right? So false or true is true. And then I have a question that tells me, is true greater than A? How much is A? A is 3. So A here is 3. So to do this comparison, MATLAB will convert the true into 0. So it will be a question whether 0 is greater than 2, where A is 2. And obviously, this is a false statement. So you see, by adding parentheses, we have changed the result. Let's actually test this with MATLAB here. And that gives us false. So as you see, if we go back, the priorities, let's review together the priorities. Arithmetic comes first, relational operators from left to right, tildes, and then ampersand, which is the AND operator from left to right, and then the OR operator from left to right. And let's add to this that whenever you want to change the priority, simply add parentheses. This allows you to change the priority. Thank you so much, and see you in another video.